Sports slash hip hop is one of Mr. Sly Media right here. This right here is gonna be my review of NFL free agency, all the big moves that happened in NFL free agency this year. I know I haven't done any videos in a minute or anything like that. I'm trying to get back more focused on this channel a lot more. I've been mostly doing my other channel, Sly Media. If you want to type in Sly News, I can definitely tap into that, hit the subscribe button for that. But I am gonna show more videos right here on Sly Media Sports. It just like I said, more for the most part, I've been focused on Sly Media and a lot of been busy with working on, so I haven't had time to really definitely go over here on Sly Media Sports to really talk about big news in sports and all that. So I know the last video I did was Lil Durk album that came out and all that 9 months ago. But I'm gonna start doing more videos, especially new rap albums that come out and everything. That definitely gonna start doing more reviews on that as well and everything. But I'm just gonna take my time when I do videos on here, do stuff that I know everybody wants to, everybody's been talking about, other topics I'm definitely gonna talk about, or something I'm just so interested in I gotta do a video on. So yes, I will be on this channel more and more. But let me talk to about NFL free agency. Definitely gotta talk about that. Before I talk about, of course, what the draft has come, we'll do a review on the first round of the draft about who I think did good in their moves with NFL draft. But but first, of course, let's talk about NFL free agency. That's what I'm talking about. All the big moves happening in free agency. And the winner to me of NFL free agency is none other than the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans got Stefon Diggs today. Trade him for, I think, a 2025 fifth round draft pick. I think in a 2025 another like second or third round draft pick. So Houston Texans get Stefon Diggs. Wow, man. The Houston Texans. This is put to me with Houston Texans against Stefon Diggs, put them in a whole nother atmosphere. Definitely putting them bigger than like they're up there with Baltimore and Kansas City right now, for sure, with this move. Houston already had a good season with C.J. Stroud because they came out of nowhere this year. A few years ago with the whole Deshaun Watson fiasco, everything like that, nobody thought the Houston Texans was going to be good or anything like that when DeMeco Ryans stepped in and he turned that whole culture around and they became good, like upsetting the Colts, beating the Colts and end up winning. Well, not necessarily upsetting the Colts, but like beating the Colts to win their first playoff game and everything. So like nobody saw this coming with them, like how good they were. And CJ Stroud came out of nowhere too, how good he was. Like he did not fall off his whole rookie year and all that. And now he's got a weapon like Stefon Diggs. Oh man, I mean Hugh Texas did a lot of good moves. Get another former Viking and another former Viking, Daniel Hutter. Get running back Joe Mixon. Getting cornerback Jeff Fuda. Like man, they really were on point this year in free agency. That's why I say they're the winner to me of free agent. Cause like with that division, I like the Titans. I'm talking more about them because my favorite player DeAndre Hopkins plays for the Titans, so I always will be definitely going for the Titans for sure, for sure. But they have a new, like I said, they have a new team, a new offense, new coach, new everything. So they're gonna run a whole different kind of offense. But I do believe in Will Levis, but I'll talk more about him, of course, later on this video. I'll talk about him in the Titans. But yeah, for sure, for sure, definitely got to talk about how the Houston Texans are good. Jacksonville, I feel like they overachieved the year before last. The Jacksonville Jaguars, so now they're at this thing kind of like with my Atlanta Hawks, where it's like they're so just of an average team. It seems like up and down with them with Trevor Lawrence and everything. So it's kind of hard to tell how Jacksonville is going to be because that's why I thought they're a team that really overachieved when they beat the Chargers in the playoff game, and also I don't, like I said, I don't know what's up with them. But still questions about Trevor Lawrence at quarterback, their offense and everything like that. When kind of really came in, seemed like he didn't really fit in with that offense. That's of course he got end up signing by Titans. So it's interesting to see what goes on, what happens. What happens with Jacksonville, but they're a very shaky team. In Indianapolis, I like Anthony Richardson. He's a good quarterback. Interesting to see what's gonna happen with him, what he's gonna do, what happens. So interesting to see what goes on with that what happens with the Indianapolis Colts. So they got Jonathan Taylor. They have a good defense. We'll see. But to me, on paper, like I said, it still says on paper. On paper, the Houston Texans are the team to beat in that division. They're, like I said, this puts them in the atmosphere of the Kansas City and Baltimore and all that. I know they got beat kind of real bad against Baltimore in the playoffs, but like I said, a lot of reasons why they got beat. No, but I think them upping up their defense, getting a good running back because they didn't have no running game. That's why I said C.J. Stroud y'all this without no running game. Now he has a running game now. Gave him a running game, and on top of that, he has now and he has the number one receiver in Stefon Diggs, and you got Nico Collins and Tank Dell. Let's not talk about Tank Dell. I know Puka Nakara was the best rookie wide receiver, but Tank Dell was right there behind him. If Tank Dell didn't get hurt, his numbers would have been right up there with Puka Nakara if Tank Dell didn't get hurt. So Tank Dell's come back from injury, so hopefully he recovers. He's good with injury, and that gives him a definitely a good slot receiver right there. So, man, that's why I say watch out for Tank Dell this season again. Like I said, before he got hurt, he was a monster. So man, that Houston Texans offense is finna go crazy right now. So I can't wait. So man, but Houston Texans and me definitely #1 team with this move against Stefon Diggs. So I'm glad I waited to do this video. I've been talking about doing it for a long time. I'll do a review on NFL free agency, but I'm glad I waited till the day to do it because Houston Texans definitely win with getting Stefon Diggs. It moved from ranking on #3 of big free agency moves to #1 with getting Stefon Diggs. So that's my #1 pick for the NFL free agency this year. What the team was. It was Houston Texans #1 to me and the best moves they got this offseason. #2, you might be shocked me. I'm gonna put Chicago Bears. I got the Chicago Bears in there. I know it's a lot of questions and all that, but again, DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. Oh man, it's like, come on now, like they got two #1 receivers and you got DeAndre Swift, and they got DeAndre Swift as well this offseason. I mean, come on, and their defense, the Chicago defense was pretty good. That's of course what Chicago's always stood for. That's been their name in the game for them, defense. They always been a defensive team and all. But getting all these weapons, I know they traded away Justin Fields and all and everything, but getting all these weapons and all that, the only thing left is like they gonna draft Caleb Williams. That's why I said Caleb Williams, he has the ball like CJ Stroud did. He got to play like that this year because he's no excuse. He got all the weapons. Chicago gave him all the weapons they should have gave Justin Fields and all. So, he got a ball out, Caleb Williams. But I feel like move-wise, Chicago did the second best to me at first. I would have put it #1. If they didn't, like, I put it #1, like, if the Houston Texans didn't get Stefon Diggs, that was going to be on #1, but this moved Chicago to #2. So, I mean, hey, Chicago, like I said, they did their thing and all that. And along that head coach they got, this head coach they got, he's on his last leg. So, oh my goodness, I forgot the Bears head coach name. I can just type it in right quick. Yes, Matt. Yes, Matt. That's right. Matt LaFleur. Yes, him. That's definitely for sure a guy like he's on his last leg because if he don't win with this with all these weapons they got and everything like that, he's out of here. And the GM I believe is out of here. So he got a ball out for sure. Definitely Chicago Bears like head coach, he got a ball out with Caleb Williams and all that. And Caleb Williams got to show out too because if he don't ball out and play good at all like this year, he's gonna be bust. Regardless, he's gonna be bust because he has to ball out. Like they gave you too many weapons on offense and everything, and your defense is good. So if you don't show out, you're gonna be considered as a bust automatically. And everybody's questioning him, who he is with the pink nail polish, all that kind of stuff and everything like that. I don't care about that to me. What you gonna do on the football field? That's all that matters to me. Can you ball? Can you play football? That's the only thing that matters to me. So as long as you can ball and play football, everything else does not matter. So that's something like for sure. If he can ball out and play football, like it doesn't matter all the extracurricular stuff he has, but he got to ball out right now. Everything's in his pocket. His stars aligned. Everything's on him. He got to ball and play. He got to. So that's why I say Chicago free agent move wise what they done this offseason. To me they #2. #3, Pittsburgh Steelers. I got to put the Pittsburgh Steelers in there. I got to put a #3. Getting Russell Wilson this offseason, trading to get Justin Fields from the Chicago Bears. Man, I mean, I got to for sure. I gotta put the Steelers in there. And getting Roquan Smith for defense. Like, man, the Steelers, like I said, watch out for them for sure this offseason as well. I mean, this AFC North. They finally got them a quarterback in Russell Wilson. If Russell Wilson gets proved the haters wrong and show that he can still ball out, oh yes, for sure. Like, he's gonna prove a lot of people wrong. And the Steelers going to be up there. Like I said, they did all this with Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph. They still were able to have an average season and all that. They didn't make the playoffs, but had an average season with Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph as their quarterback. So with Russell Wilson, any of you got with Justin Fields, Wayne Wing in the back, who I think is still talented, still has a chance to definitely be good. Man, oh man, like for sure, like the Steelers up there. So I think the Steelers made a lot of good moves this offseason as well, getting them actually a good quality quarterback. That is a Super Bowl experience, playoff experience quarterback. Watch out for the Steelers. I know the division's kind of tough, with I forgot who's on the division. With the Bengals, of course, Bengals tough, especially with Joe Burrow coming back from injury. The Bengals gonna be tough. Baltimore, of course, can't be about Baltimore. Of course, Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP. They know the Ravens gonna be come hunting. They're gonna come. And of course, them getting Derrick Henry as well. And no, it's another good free agent move. They just didn't make my top three. The Ravens didn't make my top three. They didn't make a lot of big free agent splashes, I should say. So, but getting Derrick Henry, the Ravens definitely like did good and all that. So watch out for the Ravens as well. So that division is gonna be tough with the Ravens, Steelers, Browns. Browns made a lot of good moves as well. I think getting Jerry Judy is a big move for the Browns as well. Getting another pairing to go with Amari Cooper for Deshaun Watson. So Deshaun Watson, I think this is his final year to show that he can play good at quarterback. I think he's hitting his third year at quarterback for the Browns. So I know he was hurt last year, but he got a ball out for sure. That's another guy a lot of eyes are going to be on because the Browns gave him a full house, a lot of stuff to get him. So he got a ball out this year. So that, like I said, that division gonna be tough with Pittsburgh, with Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Baltimore. Pittsburgh have a tough division. I feel like the AFC North once again is gonna be a tough division in football. But we're getting Russell Wilson for sure, yeah. And I like that. Of course, we got 3 black quarterbacks in the division, except for, of course, Joe Burrow and all that. But it's good to see that as well. 3 black quarterbacks all in one division. Three black quarterbacks in one division. So that's good. And like I said, all of them can ball. So, but yeah, that AFC North is gonna be very, very tough for the Steelers getting Russell Wilson. But that I don't know if that puts him over Baltimore or not, but it depends on how Russell Wilson plays. That's how I gotta look at it. And it depends on how the Steelers draft numbers. I know they traded Deontay Johnson, but I'm gotta see how George Pickens and the other receivers play and all. But I like getting the former Falcons coach Arthur Smith also corner. That was a big move for them as well because he's good at running the football. I feel like that's what Steelers gonna do. They're not gonna require Russell Wilson to do too much. They're gonna make him just throw the football. That's it. I mean, not make him throw the football. They're gonna make him just make good open passes and all. They're not gonna require him to win the game for them. And I think the Steelers gonna rely on their defense to run the football like they always did. Like they did with Big Ben back in the day. They're gonna do that same thing. I feel like Russell Wilson, and that's the type of offense Russell Wilson needs, but he doesn't have to be the savior. Not a team where he has to throw the football and become that savior. That's it. He can just pretty much just play his game and see who's open and all that, play action pass and all that. So, like I said, Steelers. Why I said Steelers ranked number 3 though for the best off-season moves. So that's my top 3: Houston, Chicago, and Pittsburgh. Made those to me the best 3 teams that made good free agent offensive splash this season. They really helped out their team. I feel like all these players will help out their teams as well. I don't feel like they got a bad deal or these players won't achieve or anything like that, or anything like that. I don't think they over. This year, I don't think none of the teams overpaid anybody. I feel like for sure, like they just got who was best for them, who fits their offense and what they needed and all. And I feel like all the players will show up for each team that they own. I feel like I actually believe in Cuz Williams regardless. Anybody say I believe in him, but I know DJ Moore and Keenan Allen are gonna show out for Chicago. Keenan Allen is such an underrated wide receiver, so DJ Moore is as well and all. But yeah, Keenan Allen for sure, he doesn't get a lot of credit by how good he is. So. But I believe Stefon Diggs, regardless of what he has going on extracurricular, the field, all that. I think he's gonna ball as long as he's happy and he's doing his thing in Houston. I believe that Stefon Diggs is gonna ball out, and all. And of course in Pittsburgh, Russell Wilson's always been a good player, good guy off the field and on the field. I feel like, man, yeah, he's gonna do his thing in Pittsburgh. That was a perfect fit for him, Pittsburgh with Mike Tomlin. That's so much of the perfect fit for him. So that's why I say these are my top 3 free agent moves this offseason. Now let me talk about other teams. Now I got to talk about my Falcons. Let me talk about, well, not really a Falcon fan, but I got to talk about the Falcons coming from the hometown of Georgia. They got Kirk Cousins. A lot of people around me didn't like them. They thought the Falcons should have got Justin Fields instead of Kirk Cousins. I like Kirk Cousins. I understand where they're going with it. I think the head coach Raheem Morris, he wanted an offensive guy. That's what I think he wanted. He wanted more of an offensive playmaker, offensive kind of guy, quarterback that knows the system. He wanted to deal with a rookie. They will, I believe, draft a quarterback rookie in the later on in the draft. They just won't draft him in the first round. They'll go for offensive lineman in the draft. But I understand why they got Kirk Cousins. They want somebody with experience at quarterback, somebody knows what he's doing and all that. Because Raheem Morris is mostly a defensive guy, so I feel like he's really gonna help out that Falcons defense and all. So I feel that's what they got. But I like even the other moves they got. Again, Daryl Mooney, Rondale Moore in Arizona. I feel like a lot of good moves helped out Drake London and all the other weapons. And I believe Kyle Pitts, with Kirk Cousins being a quarterback, Kyle Pitts going to get a lot of weapons. So on your fantasy team, you better draft Kyle Pitts, or your parlays, you better put money on Kyle Pitts, because he's going to be that dude right now with Kirk Cousins at quarterback. He got a quarterback at throwing the football. He's going to be that guy right now. For sure. He's going to be that guy. So I actually like the move getting Kirk Cousins. I understood what it came from, why they got it, why they got him, a guy that can throw the football as well. I just say about this. Kirk Cousins really still only one playoff game. That's it. Just one playoff game. But I feel like with the Vikings, I'm a Vikings fan as well. You see right here on my poster, I'm a Vikings fan as well. I'm going to talk about them soon. I feel like the Vikings never had a good defense for him and all that. And Kirk Cousins not a quarterback and win you the game. You have to he has to have a good defense. So I believe the Falcons, Raheem Morris, get that defense sure and have the Falcons play good defense, then Kirk Cousins don't have to do that much. He can just win the game, and he don't really have to win the game. He can just play his game, make good conservative throws, throw the football downfield if needed, and all that. And the defense doesn't have to do that much because that's how the Vikings I think lost that game against the Giants. Because ain't no way they shouldn't have lost to the Giants. I keep on saying that. They should have beat the Giants that year when Daniel Jones just had that good year out of nowhere. Because we all seen now Daniel Jones is not that quarterback. New York is probably gonna look for another quarterback in the draft and all that. And that's why Saquon left because Saquon left because like went to Philly because I'm like yeah he know he can't win with this guy at quarterback. But yeah, like the Giants, yeah, with that, like that's the only thing. The reason they won just the Vikings defense didn't do good. That's why Minnesota losing in New York. But yeah, you give Kirk Cousins a good defense, a strong defense. He's the type of quarterback. He's not gonna throw away and make you lose the game. He's gonna make the right throws and does what he needs to do to win you the football game. So if he has a good defense in Atlanta, I feel like ain't no telling. Now I ain't gonna say the Falcons going to the Super Bowl and all that, but they come in the division. To me, they argue they do have the best quarterback in that division. Definitely, Kirk Cousins definitely better. Him and Baker Mayfield kind of up par, but I take Kirk Cousins over Baker Mayfield. Bryce Young is still learning out. You know, Carolina had just a terrible season last year, so he's still trying to figure it out. Bryce Young is still trying to figure it out and all. So, and New Orleans with Derek Carr, like Derek Carr is who Derek Carr is. I'm just gonna leave it at that, man. He's average at best. That's who Derek Carr is. He just average at best. So New Orleans, I feel like is in a rebuilding mode anyway. That's what it seems like and all. So we'll see how that goes. But we're doing this because they're just straight up in rebuilding mode. But yeah, so yeah, like with the Falcons and Kirk Cousins, I like it. They got the quarterback needed. Somebody can throw the football down the field and get it to his receivers and all that. But like I said, it really depends on that back end of that defense. That defense can be good. Ain't no telling the Falcons do. I ain't saying Super Bowl like that, but they might can make it. They definitely sure can make the playoffs, but might make a deep run in the playoffs with if that defense plays good. So, so I did like what the Falcons did with getting Kirk Cousins along with the other moves. I said they got with getting Daryl Mooney and Drake London. So now I'm talking about my Vikings now. What else? We got Aaron Jones at running back. I like the move with that. With him coming in. So I know pretty much we're looking for a draft. That's pretty much we're gonna draft quarterback. Everybody's saying JJ McCarthy going to Minnesota. Everybody keep on saying that's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get JJ McCarthy. Let's see if JJ McCarthy. They say he look good. I just hope. I'm scared of like I keep on hearing like the way he's looking. He can make the throws and all that. I'm scared of hearing Zach Wilson. I hope he's not another Zach Wilson because we saw what happened with Zach Wilson. When Aaron Jones got hurt for the Jets, Zach Wilson played terrible. He played horrible. Like that team was just so good that it's like, dang, it's like they just need them a good quarterback, and the Jets could have really made a good run in the playoffs. That's the only two, not to piggyback off that. The Bills losing Stefon Diggs, I mean, the Jets, all they got to do is just play good quarterback. I know Miami's good, but we got to see how they play too, Miami and all that. We got to see. If Aaron Rodgers stays healthy and all that, and everything, with Jets getting Mike Williams and all that, I see the Jets win that division, especially with the Bills losing Stephon Diggs. I see the Jets win that the AFC East, but that's one thing worry about Jake McCarthy. I hope he's not another Aaron Rodgers. But I like the moves, everything we got. I feel like our defense need to get better as well. My Vikings, I know we made a couple signings on defense, but we definitely need another cornerback as well. I know we kept Harrison Smith. He's coming back. He's like one of the longest tenure Vikings. He's coming back in Minnesota. But I like Justin Jefferson. We got Jordan Addison. We drafted last year. So and we actually got N'Keal Harry. I mean, I don't. He's a solid wide receiver, N'Keal Harry. I don't know if he's gonna do anything and all that, everything. But I like the surprise we signed him. But we got N'Keal Harry. I guess to replace KJ Osborne, we need another number 3 receiver to replace KJ Osborne. So we got N'Keal Harry. Let's see what he can do. I don't know if he's gonna do anything. But I still like, we still got TJ Hawkinson and all that and all. So offense is still good. We just really need a quarterback. That's it. We got TJ Hawkinson, Stefon Diggs, Jordan Addison. Just need a quarterback. That's it. Let's see if JJ McCarthy is the answer. Let's see. And also, like I said, Justin Jefferson, he's trying to get that good payday, so I know he's gonna ball out. So we'll see how he does this year. I believe he's gonna ball out. He's definitely, my favorite receiver. Of course, he's on my Vikings, so he's definitely my favorite receiver right now. So let's see how he balls this year, because Justin Jefferson definitely stepped in big to replace Stephon Diggs and all that. He's been doing his thing since then, Justin Jefferson. So let's see, and all. But like I said, I'm curious. I'm just curious to know, like, how JJ McCarthy is going to be a quarterback. I know we drafted Sam Donald, so I don't think JJ McCarthy's going to start right away. We're going to have Sam Donald. He'll learn from Sam Donald, hopefully, and he can become a good quarterback. Let's hope so. And all, but like I said, I like our moves we did, the moves we made, and all. I like getting Aaron Jones and all what all the big moves we made. All the good moves me and the Vikings we made. My team, the Vikings, we made. So let's see, and all and all that. But that's pretty much my thing on free agency, who won in free agency and all. But like I said, the top three teams was Houston, Pittsburgh, and Chicago. My top three teams in free agency that did the most. So I know, like I said, I had to talk about the Falcons. I like what the Falcons did. My Vikings, I like what we did. I feel like we're rebuilding somewhat or anything. I know Chicago looks tough. Detroit, oh my goodness, Detroit still they look good because they got a lot of people returning. So let's see what they do. And also their return, let's see how they're gonna look. And then Green Bay, of course, can't forget about Green Bay with Jordan Love, what he did last season. Like, man, so I don't know, like we might be at the bottom of the title bowl with my Vikings. That's why I said I'm not trying to discourage us, not to say I say I hope for us, but I have a lot to say because I feel like it depends on how good our quarterback plays, how good is JJ McCarthy, and how good is the offense and everything. That's really going to depend on how good our defense is going to be. I know, like I said, our defense struggled a lot these past few years. Let's see what they can do. If we can draft some good players on defense that can fill in the gaps and be good, then hopefully our Vikings we can do stuff. But like I always say, man, if you like the channel, hit that like subscribe button and slide me at sports/hip hop. This is my view on NFL free agency. Like I said, talked about my Vikings, talked about the Falcons, and talked about the top three teams in free agency, all who I think made a good move. Oh, pick it back. I forgot one thing too to pick it back off. The Titans. I like what the Titans get. Did Ladarius Sneed? We got DeAndre Hopkins, my favorite, who's my second favorite player. Ladarius Sneed, DeAndre Hopkins there. They signed Calvin Ridley. I like it. I like the head coach they got, the offensive coordinator. He came from Cincinnati. He's the new head coach we got. He's the offensive coordinator from Cincinnati. I feel like Will Levis should have a breakout year this year. He's one of my breakout second-year quarterbacks. I feel like I have a breakout year this year. The way the offense is going to be set up to really help him out. And also, watch out for my Titans. I feel like Titans getting that head coach they got. Will Levis should have a good season and should be able to break out. Because people forget, he had a couple of good games where he showed out, Will Levis. He showed flashes and signs of a good quarterback. So hopefully he does good with this offense he got right now in Tennessee. He got the perfect offensive coordinator for him. So let's hope he does well. So like I said, forgot about the Titans. Got to talk about the Titans. But a lot of good moves they made. They definitely, especially getting Ladarius Sneed last week. Titans look like they up. Like, watch out for Tennessee, man. I know Houston doing good as well, but Tennessee might be that sleeper team. I feel like my Titans might be that sleeper team that come out of nowhere in the playoffs and all that. I wouldn't say we win a playoff game. We might be that wild card team that sneak up on a lot of people because of the offensive weapons we got and because of what they did on defense. So we'll see. Let's see what happens and all that. Like I said, y'all have a good day. Be blessed. It's Slide Me Sports /Hip Hop. I'm out.